She made the world laugh with that infectious giggle and golden smile. But behind the comedy queen's charm was a life of bold choices Hollywood never quite expected. At 80, Goldie Hawn has opened up in a way that feels raw and real, sharing exactly who has truly satisfied her. Not just in love, but in every part of life. And it's not the story most assume. From her early days defying norms, through heartbreaks and triumphs, to the one unshakable bond that has lasted over 4 decades. This is Goldie getting completely honest. If you thought you knew her story, listen again. What she says now changes how we see it all. Goldie Hawn's first cry came on November 21, 1945, in Washington, D.C., right after the war ended and the world was catching its breath. Born Goldie Jean Hawn in Sibley Hospital, she entered a home filled with music and movement. Her mother Laura teaching dance, her father Edward playing jazz. Art was everywhere. As a toddler, she sneaked into rehearsals, mimicking dancers with perfect timing. By 3, she was the youngest in class, by 5 performing in recitals as a tiny kitten with handmade ears. That early rhythm and sparkle never left her. At 10, she already had the face and energy that lit up rooms. Pixie features, wide eyes, always mid-laugh or striking a pose. Local showcases put her center stage because no one could look away. She studied ballet intensely, even performing with Ballet Russe de Monte Carlo on tour. A full-time New York offer came in 1964, but she turned it down. The rigidity didn't fit her free spirit. Still, that discipline gave her grace you see in every film. She went to Catholic school despite her Jewish roots, finding the structure both scary and fascinating. The rituals sparked curiosity about life and behavior that stayed with her. Her first paid job? Teaching ballet at her mother's studio at 17, while briefly studying drama at American University. But classrooms couldn't hold her. She quit after a year when real performance called, like choreographing Can-Can in summer theater. In the mid-60s, she go-go danced in DC clubs to pay rent, sparkling in cages at places like Peppermint Box. It was electric, not sleazy, pure energy that caught eyes. By 1968, she moved to L.A., landing on Rowan and Martin's Laugh-In as a dancer. Producers almost passed on her, but creator George Schlatter saw the magic in her beautiful mistakes. Her giggle, timing, and flip tropes made her the breakout star. Fan mail poured in. Then came Cactus Flower in 1969, her first big film role. Critics expected Walter Matthau and Ingrid Bergman to shine, but Goldie stole it with depth under the bubbly surface. She won the Oscar for Best Supporting Actress at 24, and famously wasn't there, vacationing in London, thinking she had no chance. The win silenced doubters and proved she was more than funny. She turned down iconic roles like Velma in Chicago, parts in First Wives Club sequel over equal pay. Even Jenny in Forrest Gump, always choosing projects she could shape. Private Benjamin in 1980, she co-produced it through her company, fought for it, starred, and turned it into a smash that earned Oscar nods and proved women could lead from behind the camera too. She danced, sang, even directed Hope in 1997. A serious drama. Hollywood wanted the funny blonde. She gave them a full creative force. Selective about co-stars, she walked from toxic energy, famously avoiding some after clashes. By the early 2000s, after the Banger Sisters, she stepped back, not from burnout but choice. Roles for women over 50 felt cliched. She launched Mind Up, her nonprofit using neuroscience and mindfulness for kids' emotional health, now in schools worldwide. She wanted meaning over relevance. Her first 2 marriages ended, Gus Triconis in the early years, then Bill Hudson, parents to Oliver and Kate. Both taught her independence and redirection. Then in 1983, on Swing Shift's chaotic set, she and Kurt Russell reconnected. Sparks from their 1966 meeting reignited. They blended families, built homes in Colorado, co-starred in Overboard, No Marriage by Design. Why no wedding? Goldie explained it clearly in her January 2026 interview on the Dan Buettner podcast. Freedom. I'm a bird, and you leave the cage door open, I may never fly out. But if you close that door, for my freedom and my independence, I would probably take all my feathers off. Even now, after 42 years, it wouldn't make any difference because it's 42 years now. His daily choice, not paperwork. What truly satisfies her. She said it openly. I have respect for him because I think he's an amazing person. So smart, such a great actor, and I find him incredibly handsome to this day. And the physical side? I'm also very sexually attracted to him, and that's important. If you have a long-term sexual relationship, that's actually really healthy. He's my sexual object. No drama, no cage, just mutual respect, laughter, intelligence, and that lasting intimacy. Hollywood tried to define her, but Goldie rewrote the rules. At 80, her spotlight is on family, grandkids, mindfulness, and this bond that outlasted everything. The real truth she revealed? Satisfaction comes from freedom, real connection, and choosing each other every day. That's the ending no one scripted, but everyone believes in.